Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another thought process video. I've been doing a lot of these, but I really do enjoy them. And I've been focusing on ranks. But one thing I haven't done is focus on a particular thing in ranked, and that is currently endgame. In this video, I'll be showing you two different games where it just focuses on endgame. So instead of doing the full length of the game, like just the full 20 minutes, I'm cutting those in half, starting at the middle, and explaining our rotations and why I hold certain things down as Gibraltar. So it kind of teaches you of what kind of role you should take when you're playing ranked as Gibraltar. You should be holding it down for your team. You should be holding down the rotations, making sure your teammates get out safe, making sure they can get to the next spot safe. So I hope this video helps out a lot and hope you enjoy. Game number one of the end game, guys. So right here, we pretty much just had to rotate all the way to the tree. Nothing really much happened in the very first beginning. That's fine. Right here, we're dealing with the team that's just holding us from rotating. So my ult right there and this thermite is to get these guys to get off that height advantage and to rotate somewhere else and to get eventually pushed to another team. And I successfully do that. So that was a good ult usage right there. Was me simply getting them off of that high ground so we can actually get to that spot on the map. And now we're really not getting held. You know, we actually have more room to work with. As you can see, we're only a duo right now. And now it's just a lot of poking. We want to make sure we can do damage so they don't come back to fight us, knock us. So now we control this area. We have a Gibby Caustic combo. So with Caustic on your team, you're good to hold down places like this. You know, he has traps, and if they try to push us, they're going to get hit by those traps. So a lot of what this is holding this back area. We have no one behind us. Everyone's in front. So again, just constantly poking at these guys. I'm getting too low, and I'm not doing much damage as I should. But I still need to poke them so they don't want to push us, pretty much. But if they knock one of us, we're getting aped immediately. I can't jump. I'm pushing that. And as soon as they send out, we just immediately take their spot. So we have a minute to work with still. It does. Black ass. Right here, I'm just looking around everywhere, seeing where everyone is. We still have a little. It's a little comfortable for some reason. This map, or not this map, but this match in particular, it was really comfortable rotating. Normally that's not the case. Right there, we had to fight for our position to rotate. But we have a free rotation down the vehicle. And these vehicles, if you guys watch pro play or like any like big tournaments, these vehicles it's just huge to hold down. Right there, teammate asked for a different sniper set of the Sentinel, and you know, found a charge rifle for him. So right here, Gibby Caustic combo. We can just trap this building up. We're safe here for a while. We're in circle, and now we just hold down and chill until we have to rotate again. Let's fight off anyone that reaches us. And by the way, new emotes under my other self. They're gorgeous emotes.
Far right, over by launch site.
So a lot of these games, you have to play patient. If you want to climb, get more RP and stuff like that, you have to be patient. And not necessarily worry about your kills. Because again, like the last video, all your kills come from late game. And being a Gibby late game is absolutely huge for your team. Even Caustic. Gibby and Caustic are huge for late game. And the fact that we have to be a duo, but it's Gibby and Caustic that are up is huge. And we don't have a rotational character up. Our rotational character died early in the game. I don't need that. Your rotational characters being mainly Octane and Wraith. So right here, we're getting rev push, and it's just a matter of us holding it down. He's placing as many traps as possible. I threw my bubble, and right here, I'm trying to throw my grenades out the window, and I don't do so, but the thermite actually connects to him. And again, we're just trying to hold it down. Thankfully, they're in rev vault, so they're not doing, so they don't have too much health. I was able to get away from that nade. And now he got down, and I have to just survive. I do so. I play that chair very well. It's the only cover I had. And again, stay ADS as Gibby, and you can win most fights like that. I had barely any health. Holding that arm shield right there, it's not a negative thing to do. You get more health when you do so. So don't be shy to ADS when, especially in those fights like that.
I think that's the first time I've never died. Like I've never
And
survived
that's
by trying to
that's
fucking keep
hard to
people
do right
away
there, as
that
Gibby.
you can see my
Being
entire
able
upper
to
half.
survive
Those
behind that
kids, I'm
chair,
sorry guys, you guys are all TP. That was just a bad experience for
it
you.
was a bad experience.
What are their names?
There is
I
no
don't know.
reason for
You
them
need
to
me
lose
fucking
that,
get fucked
honestly.
on. Fuck you, I'll
Zero
take Rex,
reason
cheers.
for a
Maybe
rev
fuck that
team
caustic
to
and
try to
more.
push two
Thank you,
people
boy.
inside of a cart and then come back again for like a second life and still get wiped. But again, Navy and I played that really well. It's nothing really against those guys that pushed us. We held our own. We knew what angles to hold, and now we're rotating. Let's get back to the rotations. This is a solo dolo, and we're in circle from this little area, so we need to get him out the way. We forced him into another team,
I got the solo.
and I got a free kill. So now I'm at 3 KP. If you guys saw in the very early in the video, I had no KP, and now I'm at 3. And Navy has a Kraber, which is absolutely huge. And this is us trying to figure out exactly where everybody is. We know someone's in the building I'm looking at right there. There's 2 to the right and 1 behind that. So it's just a matter of us trying to figure out where everybody is. And he got another solo that was under the building. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no. Oh, they're rezzing right there. Yeah, that's fine.
So again, with Caustic sets us trapped around the rocks. If someone tries to push us, they're going to die.
Right here, wide open. I can't, I can't even, like,
I really can't shoot that. I'm a bad shot.
I
But
see him from my angle.
Navy has a Kraber, so I'm just trying to just call out everyone I possibly can to help him out.
I literally see both of them just crouch right there.
But right here, again, like I said last video, we have ultimate height. No one has a higher height advantage than us.
One's in there, they're in
Our
there.
only thing is we have to rotate out in the open while these guys still have cover. But I have my ult ready, and we have height. He has a Kraber, and I'm just pretty much just trying to watch his back while he does that.
They're peeking this
And
way.
again, poke at everybody. Let everybody know you have height. Let people be scared to rotate towards your direction and make them forced to go to a different team that's actually like below them or closer to them so they feel more comfortable fighting somebody else instead of you. And then you can easily third that or just they pretty much kind of cancel out each other. And thankfully, I found this route, whatever you want to call it, for the tree. And it actually, it gives perfect height. It's a little wonky. We're going to get focus.
That team to the right is a problem.
But he has a Kraber. He's able to knock people. And we also have this little cubby hole right here behind the rock. And the team in front of us can't really see us right here either. So we actually had a perfect spot, perfect rotation, and we still have height.
I'm
Right
ulting
here,
that team so we can-
they drop bubble.
for a second.
My immediate thought is they drop bubble way too early. I'm able to ult that. So when my their bubble's about to go away, my ult's going to hit them, which it did right here. And I'm just spraying them down while he focuses left side. And then I need to focus left with him. Able to knock one. Here's where I made my mistake. We're doing fine right here. I should bubble. You know, I call out that guy up top. I know the team's over there as well. As soon as I rotate in, I should bubble right here. I don't, and this is why I get knocked. But other than that, we clutched up right there. He's still up as Caustic, was absolutely huge. I go to self-res, but sadly I get seared. So right there to take away from that fight, I needed the bubble. I had it, and I got greedy with trying to save it. Always try to use it. For that situation, I could have cut myself off from everyone else shooting at me, and I could have focused that fight with him, looted up, and fought with him right here. Thankfully, he was able to clutch up, and we're able to win the game.
I was about to be pissed off if you lost that for the simple fact.
But yeah,
was
I shouldn't have went down though. I shouldn't have like not thrown the
and
bubble.
I
I
got
should have
seared.
thrown the bubble, but we still won anyway. And that's like kind of like
I
one of the
would've
late
got
game
around the corner
rotations.
been up with you with,
And
like,
being able to
probably,
keep high ground like
health-
that and
health left.
just played together. We played really smart, and we were able to come off on top for the young dub. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, no, 0. Yeah.
I was able to get 5 kills. I got 5 KP.
So
So it's pretty solid. Again, at the very beginning of the video, I had nothing. I don't even think I had damage. But I was able to get 5 KP late game. So again, focus on the late game. Alright, This is game number 2. All right, so game number 2 of Endgame. We just had to rotate thermal just now. Thermal is a big rotation spot. You know, some people land across the map from this, and it's hard to get in these spots. It's a big open area, but some of these spots really matter. And this rotation for us was huge. We were able to find this team slacking, and we're able to take high ground from them. So again, just keeping that high ground, but we can't stay out in the open for long because we can always get flanked from behind. So it's good just to get in buildings. Make sure you have your backs covered. Again, not a lot happened at the beginning of this game. We found one team at the very beginning, but that was pretty much it. So again, all your points come from late game. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. You don't have to stress out about the beginning of the game. Make sure you have some loot. And it's okay to sit there and like take shots at people. Like we don't it here. It's fine to take shots. Me personally, I can't stand just sitting in one building and just waiting for something to happen. It just throws me off, and the first fight happens, my shot's off. So it's nice to sit here and do what I'm doing right now, and it's taking pop shots.
Navy, if you want to poke at them, bro, you're probably a better shot than I am, and I also have an arm shield. I've been shooting between like these.
And that's the truth. What I just said right there.
Shooting at the very bottom rail.
My arm shield shows whenever I'm peeking. And I don't like having my arm shield down just in case I get hit hard. Right here, we swap shields. Just because he has a long-range weapon. He already had Red Evo, so might as well switch and let him poke and do damage. To get that purple to a red. And now we'll have 2 reds. And now we're planning to get on top of the main, like the center building in thermal. I hope it's called thermal, or I'm gonna feel like a bot lord saying this video.
Climb up things.
I feel like a dum-dum. So right here, what you can do, I don't think you have to do on these platforms, but it's best to, is throw jump pad up, and you want to get to like the side, not like where the building starts to cave in, but like the edges of it, and then you can finish the climb up. Right here, we absolutely bought out. See where it curves in? You don't want that. You want to stay on that left or far right side. I throw bubbles so we can have the attempt to do it one more time. I do the melee trick where you punch it and you go straight up in the air, but it doesn't work like that. But eventually, I was able to get it.
I got it.
But we already gave up one as a team. The team was just shooting at us. And I figured I'd keep high ground until they absolutely land on me. And I was hoping to keep this high ground, because this high ground is huge, but people can see from multiple angles. I missed. I should not sit there any longer. I realized I need to get down. We have caustic. Might as well keep inside the building. And that's what we do right here. We're able to hold these center buildings, and this is huge. This building here in Epicenter is huge for caustics. So if you have a caustic, don't be shy to play in places like this or even buildings. They're safe. 100%. They're safe. I don't know if that was like this in pubs, but I know for like arenas, you can climb up those and just hide. So right here, they're just getting all the stuff out of that box so we can shut that door. Because the only way the boxes disappear if there's absolutely nothing in it. And here's where we hold off multiple teams. This is kind of epic. Again, you have to play with your gas. I threw a good bubble right there to protect us from all the grenades coming in. And now I'm just kind of hoping to like protect us. So I'm just running out, letting them know that, you know, we're going to fight. So we don't look like scared people inside the building. He calls out he gets stuck the Valkyrie. I immediately jump out and capitalize on it. And I swing around and just flank those guys from behind. So right there, as soon as he gets that stick, I stop focusing the Octane and Bloodhound. And I immediately go to the person that got stuck. Knock him. I keep wrapping around, being aggressive. And me as Gibby, I'm going to play like a Wraith. I'm going to play like a Pathfinder. I'm going to play like Octane. I am going to be the one getting in there and getting out. I have more health. And it's just beneficial. Right here, I'm literally strictly making sure that team does not push us. I'm holding it down. Again, as Gibby, I'm going to hold this down for my team. If I have low health, most health doesn't matter. Right here, I'm full shields. I'm going to stay up this entire time and keep making sure these guys don't come at us. So I'm gonna keep poking, doing damage,
I almost
and
broke him
we
after
was
that.
able to get Navy up because of that. So a key thing with Gibby, don't be scared to take that damage
Use
at
random
all.
bolt for now.
And
Unless
don't be
you're
scared to
really
get
fast,
really
you're
aggressive
getting
because you
good
can always
coverage.
get back fast just because you have more health.
Alright, get off of it now. Get off of it now.
You don't necessarily need an escape. But again, just
Up
poking
here,
these guys,
right
making
behind
sure
you.
they know that we're down the fight. If you try to like hold back when like shooting people, it's gonna bite you at the end because they're gonna rush you. They're not gonna think that you're that good, and they're gonna get careless when they push you. And sometimes that's successful for people. But again, I'm watching the whole backside, circles closing in, and now we're getting ready to fight another team that pushes us. And this is where Caustic is clutch. They don't have a Caustic themselves, so they personally can't push in to places that we have traps.
They're up there by him.
And we realize we have to rotate soon. We have a minute 30 till we rotate.
Chilling for a second.
And alt does not help you here at all. Right now, we're just, again, we just got to hold it down, make sure they don't get us from angles. Sentient got beamed, and they're going to push off that. And it's my job as Gibby to make sure I hold down certain spots for my team in certain angles. Traps are behind me, I'm watching in front of us. Again, my teammates are behind, traps are
Blood's low,
behind.
blood's really
These
low.
guys keep peeking in front. I'm going to make sure I cut that off.
Blood went left.
I'm protecting the angles that
Blood
aren't
coming
held.
Behind.
I immediately know Bloodhound's flanking, and I capitalize on it. He tries to rotate around right into a trap, and again, we win that fight because they pushed gases, and I made sure that they couldn't push inside the building. Even though we had traps inside, we only had traps behind us. So me holding that door forced them to go right and left, and they got split. My teammates were able to take a 2v2, and Bloodhound went behind, and I was able just to catch the Bloodhound off guard. So honestly, that was just perfect. And a great use of having a caustic. This is why some pro teams run Gibby caustic. Caustic is huge. I know this is a Gibby video, but me doing with a caustic
We're gonna have to take 1 year jump
and
pads.
Navy and I having the same vibe and the same mindset of pushing, I'm able to hold those off angles that his traps aren't. Just because of my arm shield, just because of my extra health, just because I'm able to stay there and keep holding down a certain spot, people can't push that. So they have to find another way to push it. Because you can't, it's hard to push a Gibby straight on. And with having caustic like traps behind me, you can't push me from behind either. So it's pretty much you're pushing a losing fight. Right here, like what Navy said just now, we make sure no one's behind us. I'm just holding this angle to see what's going on.
Solo over there.
And I just need to hurry up and follow my team. There's just no reason for me to stay here. It's just me being kind of greedy holding this angle.
They're fighting now.
I immediately need to get right behind them and help my team out. So these are the last two teams fighting. When this happens, when there's 3 squads left and they're getting knocks, make sure you're as close as these fights as possible. As close as possible. We do so, again, Caustic has ult. We're able to take over any building with Caustic. That team just fully got wiped, and we're already here, ready, right on top of them. We get 1 knock. Gas is down. It doesn't hurt me at all. It just slows me a little bit. And now we're able just to clutch up and win this game. Again, me in the bubble. I'm going to say ADS. And again, move in and out. That's why I was able to avoid that Kraber shot. Just by moving in and out. I'm not just standing there waiting for her to make a move.
Dude,
I'm going to force the
She went for the
moves.
hip fire Kraber point
So-
blank. She missed. I don't know how she missed.
And the
but
reason she missed, I didn't realize at the time, that I was just... I was flowing. And there's no way she can actually get a consistent shot. And she hit the bubble instead of me. So, that was game 2 of in-game. And it was just successful. Again, another Gibby Caustic in-game. But it works well. It really does.
Push it down there, shit on.
So, hopefully you guys
I loved it.
love these tips. Hopefully these 2 games helped. Especially for your late game gameplay, honestly.
Traps weren't, and those guys did like.
And for late game, again, don't worry about having to get your kills early. When at the beginning of this video, I only had 1 kill, and I come out with 6 kills, 1 assist because of late game. So again, don't worry about the beginning of the game if you're not absolutely doing anything. It's okay to poke at teams, you know, take some pop shots, you know, have like a long range weapon, G7, right there. Um, at the rampage, just take pop shots. Make sure your shot's still warm. If you're not in a spot where you want people to rush you, I wouldn't recommend it until you have ultimate height. So when we're at the buildings, I had ultimate height, so I just kept doing that. So again, just don't focus on getting kills until end game because you get all your points end game. Right here, I did so. I had 6 kills, 1 assist. I had max points. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yo, hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Again, I know you guys enjoy these thought process videos, and I figured I'd change it up a little bit and focus on a particular part of my rank thought process. And I feel like I should just focus on endgame. This video I did so. Do you guys want to see more of this? Should I just keep playing ranked here and there, and whenever I get like a few decent end games, I can go over it and explain it like this video right here. So let me know in the comments below if you think I should keep doing this kind of style of video. I know you guys already like the thought process. I know I need to do some like high kill thought processes, but I know for ranked, it's a big thing. You know, sometimes it's hard to climb. Sometimes you struggle certain parts of it. End game can be one of those, and I feel like too many people focus on trying to hurry up and get kills and like 50-50 off drop. And you don't need to do so. All your kills and your KP, your assists, all that comes from late game. You can get it all late game. These videos showed that. Like I started off, one of them was a 0, and the other one I started off with 1. And I was able to come up with close to max KP, and the other one with max KP. So again, hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. I hope you guys want to see more of these kind of videos, and see you guys in the next one.